What's up, bearders? Welcome back to Kingsley Beard. And yes, I have changed my beautiful hair, and you all are beautiful people for tuning back in. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, because you know I'm about to bring you some pretty good content. And if you have been here before, thanks so much for coming. If you haven't been here before, please stick around, because I've got some good knowledge I want to share with you after my experience. But first, I don't have sponsors, but I do sponsor myself. Yes, Kingsley Beard Oil. If you haven't heard about it, I make my own beard oil. And before we get started, since you've go ahead and click that like button already, here is a brand new commercial for you. Fresh out of the plant, roll it.
Your beard isn't living its best life, and here's why. Your face doesn't produce as much oil as your head and leaves your beard dry. Kingsley Beard Oil treats that beard like the king you are, softens your mane, leaving you smooth to the touch, non-greasy, and a smooth smell of confidence. Tap the link to try now. Free domestic shipping included.
All right, thank you guys for sticking around so much while I show my own product, but I definitely appreciate you hanging around, as I mentioned there before. So the last time around, we mentioned the importance of beard oil and how I feel it is the start, if you would, the end-all be-all of your beard routine, your beard hygiene, care, all of that good stuff. It's the one product to kind of rule them all, the start and the end. But there obviously are many other products, and I recommend having multiple products, starting with after the beard oil. What comes next is then, of course, my second favorite. Well, tied for second maybe, but today specifically I want to catch into beard balms. Now, I apologize, getting this camera to focus is a pain, so if this is out of focus, I would do the typical go Power Rangers, but it's gonna look even worse. So this is one I've had from Crafted Beards for a while, formerly Duke Beards. There are lots around, and they come in many forms. But first, let's go ahead and talk about what specifically beard balm is, because that term gets thrown around with lots of other terms like beard butters and beard conditioners and things like that as well. So let's nail the terminology first and foremost. So what beard balm is consider it like a natural hair gel for your beard. And that's pretty much exactly what it is. And I mean like the thick hair gel. It's meant to provide a decent, firm hold for your styling, and it is generally a styling product. Now, that does not mean that beard balms are full of chemicals like your hair gels typically tend to be. Quite the opposite. But they definitely have the main ingredient that makes something more classified as a beard balm, segueing a little bit into those different nomenclatures, is the beeswax. Yes, the bee's knees, the beeswax. So if you've ever dealt with that for hair, it's a really, it's not even really gelatinous. It's a very thick substance. I'm pretty sure you can imagine if you've never used it before, but it is a very thick and, of course, natural substance that is used generally and has been used for centuries. I mean, probably thousands of years to, not only hold hair in place, but to condition hair. It does tend to build up, and that's why some people actually don't like using beard balms quite as much, and definitely overuse can lead to a buildup of beeswax and make that greasy beard feeling. However, in used regularly, which I'm going to teach you here, I'm going to learn you how to use regularly here, it actually can provide a very good and nourishing balance to your beard routine. So when is the important part, the application, the when. We already know the why, now we got to know the when. So you'll want to use this after your morning routine and after you've styled your beard in place. Now, beard balm is not, and I repeat, beard balm is not an everyday thing unless you are trying to do a very specific style of beard. And the only reason I say that is mostly from personal preference, because I feel like using beard balm every day would tend to build up a bit more. However, you can counteract that with co-washing, which I will get to in one of my next upcoming videos. But by doing that maybe 2 times a week or so, you can keep it regulated. But besides that, you typically want to wash your beard with shampoo as little as you can. Preferably, I find twice a week is a bit much. Once a week works for me. But using it every day, unless you're really trying to get a specific style and hold on your beard, it is a bit much, especially because the next product in the chain, besides washing, is actually beard butters, which do the whole nourishing, conditioning a lot better. So why then, if I like beard butters better for taking care of your beard, why is beard balm such a thing? And it just goes back to that beeswax. You know, I may be running myself in circles, but it really does tie into, there's really no other product that can get the hold that a beard balm really can. And it's kind of hard to tell. My lighting is off. I'm still working on getting the best setup for shooting video, so I do apologize. But this specific style I've done here, since my hair grows violently curly on my face, if once I get my beard this length or longer, I really do need to take a straightening comb to it, which you've probably seen, or hopefully you've seen my review of. I can bust out my beard straightening brush later, but I have to get my beard straightened, and then I use the beard balm to help keep it in place. And of course too, beeswax helps, you know, repel sweat and things like that. Because if you have long hair or anything like that, you do know that humidity is the killer of any styling you've done to your hair. Your facial hair is not any different. So that's another great benefit of beard balm. Now, I keep mentioning it, and I'm going to say I have found that this is one of the first products that gets really, really confusing. Specifically because A, you might not know the when, you might not know the why, and you might even be looking at the wrong product. Now, I really wish I had the first beard balm I actually bought was labeled as beard butter. And I guess I can touch up on that again, but I wish I could show it to you. Beard butter should conform and move around decently easy when you go to scoop it up. When you, let's just say, when you go to try to take it out of the container, I'm just barely touching. Now this is beard balm. I'm not getting really anything. You have to dig at beard balm because it's stiff from the beeswax. A beard butter, you shouldn't have to. You should be able to go like this and get a usable amount on your finger, and that's because while beard butters can contain beeswax, they normally contain a much smaller amount of it, and it is more made up of, it is more containing of those natural oils. It's like an all-day beard oil leave-in conditioner. The beard butter that I bought originally was like stiff as a board. It was Wild Willie's bead butter. Wild Willie's beard butter. If you remember, I did do a lot of videos on Wild Willie's products, and I still very much like Wild Willie's. They are very quality for a big box store item, and that beard butter was actually very good. It didn't have any smell to it, but it had quite a lot of ingredients that really made the beard feel quite good, if very, very rigid. And so that's one you kind of have to keep an eye out when you're buying things like that. Generally, this is kind of the industry standard tin for beard balms. I found they, if you do work on electronics at all, they remind me, and they look almost exactly like a tin, like a magnetic screwdriver tin, or a screw tin. You know, when you take screws out of something and you drop it in so that way you don't lose the screws or have them roll around on you. That's almost exactly what these look like. Beard butters tend to be in larger quantities. The reason that this is so compact, and in fact, just if you can see it all, this is what Beard Balm comes in. A beard butter would probably be about 3 times the volume of this container for roughly the same size, give or take $1 or $2. And the reason that is pretty much down to the beeswax. Beeswax being usually the most expensive ingredient in, and therefore it's a lot more compact. You use less of it and you use it less frequently. So that is a surefire way to tell whether or not you're actually getting beard balm or beard butter when you buy. So again, to circle back around, let's recap so far what our beard routine is. So number 1, start off with your beard oil. Shout out to Kingsley Beards. That's me. You start with your beard oil, typically right after you get out of the shower. You know, your beard can be just a little damp. Don't have it sopping. Don't wait till it's bone dry, preferably. It will actually absorb a little bit better when it's just slightly wet. But even if you wait until, just don't do it when it's sopping wet, because, you know, water and oil don't typically mix. So you might not absorb it. It might drip off. I digress. Apply your beard oil first thing so that it treats your follicles and leaves the pores hydrated and your beard kind of refreshed. It's a good, think of it just like, you know, soap in the shower. You know, it's, you use it to get rid of yesterday's funk and to get really freshened for the day. Kind of two different ideals, but same application. Once daily keeps everything fresher. Then after you've done your styling, if you want to get that next level hold, even if you've already applied your beard oil, which you can use both, that's why I always recommend, you know, making sure you use the appropriate amount of beard oil. It will vary drastically from person to person. Some people like Dan C. Bearded could probably use an entire dripper's worth of beard oil, where I tend to use not that much, but about a quarter, a little more than, say, about a third of a dripper, and sometimes that might be too much, and you might need even less or even more than that. You know, if you're Duck Dynasty rocking a beard down to your belt, you're gonna need a lot. So get that up to where it needs to be. And once it's styled, if you're going out, if you've got a date, or if you've got a job where you need to make it look kempt up, or if you're my man Flawless J from G4, shout out to them for just coming back out. Yes, I am a gamer. I'm a big nerd. You apply the beard balm. Right before you go on camera, and you look shiny and flawless. So that is my recommendations of the first 2 steps in the chain. Thank you so much for hanging around, bearders. You are fantastic. I do love making these videos, and I'm so sorry they take so long in between. Just remember that you can check in the description down below to purchase Kingsley Beard beard oil. I will be doing some coupon codes for those. And not only that, but you can find me on all your social medias. Well, rather some of them. Twitter is where I'm most common. It's just at Kingsley Beard. Instagram as well, at Kingsley Beard Gaming. And you can find me on Twitch at Kingsley Beard, because yes, as I mentioned, I am a gamer. You will be finding me there, most likely either playing PC games. Strangely enough, I have just got into Fortnite finally, but I play lots of RPGs and adventure games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I play lots of Switch games. I'm so happy I got my hands on the Switch OLED. It's great! I know! I'm playing currently Dragon Quest XI on there, and then after that, most either Ni no Kuni or Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yes, Achu, that was a lot of nonsense words, but thank you so much. It would mean the world to me to interact on Twitter. That's my main platform that I use to converse. So drop me a follow and just have a wonderful day. Stay bearded. Thank you so much for watching. Get subscribed if you haven't, because I would love your feedback Let me know what you think, and I'll be glad to make more videos soon. You guys are the best. Have a beautiful bearded day.